Okay, hi everybody. I'm here. I know I'm a little late. I've been like 2 or 3 minutes late every day this week, so I apologize. But here I am. Okay. Today, as you can see from the title, we're going to talk about why I chose an ErgoBaby character again. And today, as you can see, I'm wearing Grover, which always seems to increase the number of people watching my scopes. So this is my shameless, Grover ploy. But what we're talking about today is actually going to be this Ergo carrier. And first I'm going to tell you why it's titled Why I Chose an Ergo Again. And then actually I've kind of got Grover squished with my mic. Maybe I'll move that there. Okay, there's Grover. But I'm Kristen. My website is naturalbirthandbabycare.com, and I do these scopes 4 days a week on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So yesterday was our day off because I take my kiddos to some kiddo events in the afternoon. I hope that you guys had a good day. I had a nice day off. I was able to work on a project that I'm working on for y'all that I'm pretty excited about. It's something that I've literally wanted to do for y'all for years, and we just didn't have the technical back end to make it happen, and we do now. So now all the tech stuff is set up in the back end, and it's just waiting on me. But it's requiring some writing and research on my part. But I'm so excited. I'm hoping to have it done in the next few weeks, like maybe by mid-December or late December. It's a big project, but I'm excited about that. So I was able to work on that some yesterday while my kids were trying to make ancient Apple computers work and learning to draw in perspective and creating duct tape swords at their club meeting. But yeah, so I'm Kristen, naturalbirthandbabycare.com, and today we are going to talk about why I chose an ErgoBaby carrier again for my babies. So the first thing I should probably explain is why did I need to get an Ergo again? And that is because we got our first Ergo when our fourth baby was a baby. And I had always used a sling up until that point only, and I didn't bring it in here. But I've always used a Maya wrap, and I actually still have that Maya wrap, which I bought with my second baby, and it has served me well for every baby since then. So it was a phenomenal investment. But I used the Maya wrap, but what I really wanted with my fourth baby was I was pretty busy, and I was having to do a lot of rushing around, and it was hurting my back as he got bigger to have to keep him always on my hip, always in the sling while I was trying to chase all these other little people around. So I wanted a carrier where I could carry my baby on my back. And so I asked, I think on Facebook, for some recommendations, and my cousin actually suggested to me the Ergo carrier, and she actually offered to mail me her Ergo carrier because at that time her youngest was out of baby carrier age, and let me try it out. So she did that, and I fell in love with it. Pretty much as soon as I put it on for the first time, I fell in love with it. Wore Galen around, that's baby number 4. Wore Galen around in it constantly, and knew that I wanted to have one. So we got an Ergo carrier, and I guess this is the third Ergo that we've purchased, because we got one, and then when I fell pregnant with Honor, and we knew that we were going to have another baby coming, but Galen could still be worn around in the carrier, and so we decided to get another one so that, hi everybody in London, we decided to get another one so that Scott could carry Galen around on his back and I could carry the baby, who ended up being Honor. Well, so that Ergo carrier that I got with Galen, or right there at the end with Galen and with Honor, is the Ergo carrier that I've used almost on a daily basis. Used it for the next 3 babies. So we used it with Galen, and then Honor, and then Corwin, and then Sadie. And by the time we got to Sadie, that Ergo was worn out. It had been loved a lot, and I don't have it in here, but we do keep it. We keep it in the van now, just in case I forget to bring the carrier. I've got it, but it's pretty worn out. Like this padding here and everything is totally worn out. So you can see the straps inside because the padding's fading away, or the the liner's kind of disintegrating away, but it was well used and it served me very, very well. But Scott finally convinced me that I should go ahead and order another baby carrier. And so I was faced with the decision, do I get an Ergo again, or do I get a different baby carrier? And so I did some research, I did some looking around, and I looked at like the Beko carrier and some of the other carriers on the market now, and really thought about it. And in the end, I ultimately decided that I wanted to get an Ergo again. Now, since then, I've learned about one type of baby carrier, which is called the Tula baby carrier. I don't know if any of you mamas have one of those, but they have so many beautiful prints and patterns. And if I had found them before I ordered the Ergo carrier, I might have been more tempted to give them a try, just because those carriers are so pretty. I mean, they're just, it doesn't matter what your personality. I'm sure they have a pattern to fit you. So those are Tula carriers, T-U-L-A, and I might have been tempted by those, but I didn't see those until I got the Ergo. So, but I decided to get the Ergo just because, first, it's got well padded straps, and that's something that's really important when you are going to be wearing the baby constantly. And that's often what happens to me is I end up wearing the baby for a long time. And actually now, because Scott's home with us, he wears Sadie a lot, and he's got his own Ergo. His is khaki colored, and he wears Sadie a lot too. But so she's often on a back. Actually today, I don't know, I should knock on wood, but she's been super content today to just play on the floor. It's almost not like her. But usually, you know, she wants to be held. So where can you get an Ergo? You can get it from ErgoBaby.com, but I think I ordered this from Amazon.com. So yeah, somebody said Amazon, and you can get a lot of different types of baby carriers on there, and I think most of the big companies sell them. Babies R Us does sell them. I think they have like a more limited print selection, but Babies R Us or Bye Bye Baby, any of the big baby superstores in the United States carry them. I know that they usually have black ones. I like these pretty ones. I'll put on the scope page, so naturalbirthandbabycare.com/scope. I'll put a link to them on Amazon. So that's where you can get them from. But if you have a baby on your back constantly, having nice padded straps is a very good thing. And another thing about the Ergo is it's got this really nice wide belt. This actually goes, it depends on where, you can wear the baby on the front or in the back with this. So if you're wearing the baby on the front, it would go in the front right here. And if you're wearing baby on your back, it goes on the back right here. But whichever way you're wearing the baby, this really wide belt, and I'll turn it so that it's the way it would be on you. This really wide belt is going to do a lot for you. It provides support for the baby, and it provides support for your back or support for your front. I really prefer to wear my babies on my back once they get bigger, because they really do start to pull on you on the front, and like they stress these tummy muscles here when you're wearing them in the front. So especially if you're a mom and you've had any problems with the diastasis, you don't want to put a lot of pressure there. So wearing your baby on your back is good. But this wide padded belt, some baby carriers only have a thinner belt, and the padding itself is nice just because there's padding, but it's actually, I think, the thickness of the padding, like vertical thickness, that really makes a big difference. And then, of course, it's got this nice, strong clasp, so you don't have to worry about it falling off. I really like how adjustable this is. So Ergos come in one size, and Scott, who is my husband, he can wear it. And then actually, my 10-year-old son, whose name is Brennan, he loves to take Sadie on walks. And this will adjust down to fit him. And he's kind of a string bean. He's really strong, but you know, he's a little stick kid. And this will fit him. And that's really cool that we can get one baby carrier that will fit me, it will fit my husband, who's a full-grown man, and it will fit my little 10-year-old son so that he can take Sadie on walks. I also really like the sleeping hood, because if babies will fall asleep on your back, and then their heads like loll everywhere, And you can easily put the sleeping hood up, which is, I think that's pretty standard on most baby carriers like this. More soft structured baby carrier is what this is called, but it's a feature that I like. I also really like the chest strap. If you've worn a backpack or anything, you know that it's nice to have that strap that snaps there to help relieve pressure. And then one thing that a lot of baby carriers don't have that the Ergo does have, and this is one of the reasons I decided on it too, is it's got this pocket on it. So you can just unzip it and there's a little pocket there. And this is really useful, not so much at home, or really even when we're out like on a day-to-day thing, just like when I'm running an errand or something. I've usually got my purse with me, but we spent a week at the fair because our kids were doing stuff with animals and stuff at the fair, and we were at the fair all week long. And this was really useful because we were walking the fairgrounds constantly. Scott and I lived with our Ergos on that week. Me with Sadie and Scott with Corwin, our 3-year-old on his back, or almost 3-year-old. And he was, I guess, a 2.5-year-old at that point. But anyways, our 2.5-year-old on his back, pretty much the entire week. We just lived with kids on our backs. And this was really nice because I could pack a few things into here and not have to carry a whole bunch around with me, which is nice. And when I say all day, I'm talking like 12 or 14-hour days. Like from egads in the morning until, oh my gosh, I'm about to fall asleep from exhaustion at night. Because when you have 4 kids who are doing events at the fair with all of their livestock and everything, it is just go, 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 go. There is stuff all day, every day, and you're just walking constantly. And so you don't want to be carrying lots and lots of extra stuff on you. You don't want to be lugging around bags. You don't want to be lugging around diaper bags. So it was much easier to be able to like stuff a few diapers in here, and it's pretty roomy. Stuff a few diapers in here and like a wet bag, and then go, and then just every once in a while on all of our circles around the fairgrounds to do things, just stop back at the van and switch out for fresh diapers and stuff. So I really like that pouch, and anytime you're on a day trip or something, you can pack extra stuff in there. This little pocket is supposed to be for the hood to go in, like this, but it never stays in there. Hi, Crystal in Vancouver. So that is, I guess that's a basic summary as to why I chose the Ergo. Again, I really feel like it gives a lot of support, and it's really comfortable, and I think in the end, it was like I knew that I had had an Ergo that had served me well for 4 babies, and I knew that another one was going to serve me well again. So that worked very nicely for me. Yeah, it's a wonderful carrier, and again, it provides a lot of support, and I think it's easy to get to know and get to know how to use. And one thing I have never done with this is I've never used it with a newborn, because they have a little insert for a newborn, which I decided not to buy because I've always used like a soft wrap carrier with my newborn. But I've recently seen, you can probably go look it up on Pinterest, how to make like an infant insert for a baby carrier, and you can actually take like a little towel and use that. But this is just really simple to put on. So if you're going to wear baby in the front, you put it on just like this. So you put it like this, and then we're going to use my model baby here. This is Jacob. And then your baby sits like this. And the reason, and Jacob's he's actually pretty small, so he's more like a newborn. So the reason why you would use an infant insert with a newborn is because you don't want them to be too splayed out like this. So Jacob's actually a little bit more like a newborn, but we're going to pretend like he's bigger. And when I say bigger, like about 4 months old or so is when my babies have started to go into the Ergo. But you would put them here, and at first, usually, I will actually, I don't know if Scott's watching this, he can bring Sadie in and I can give you a demonstration with her. But to put the baby on your front, you just put them up like this, and this is almost always how I start doing it with a little one. And then you snap the back, and this actually moves up. And if I was wearing it consistently on the back, I would have the sternum strap moved around to the back, so that or moved up so that I could clip it in the back myself. Okay, he brought Sadie on. So I'll show you how I put Sadie on my back. Hang on. So what I'm going to do is just spin this around, because when you put it on your back, you put it on that way. And let me move it a little bit. Okay, I moved that back a little bit so that you can see and I don't trip. This is how I put Sadie on my back. This is the real baby. So I just set the baby on my back like this, and I'm kind of hinged over at my hips. Then flip that up and pull it like this, and then snap. I'm sorry if I'm snapping on top of the mic. So that's right there, and then I just make sure that everything is tight. And there's Sadie. And then you can put the hood up if they fall asleep, which she's not asleep, so she's not going to like it. But you can just kind of lift the hood up over their head and then snap it. And she's like, no, you're not going to put a hood on me. And then to take the baby off, I just put my arm back there, unsnap the front, arm back there, pull this off, and then I just grab the baby. And there she is. And I'm going to give her back to Scott. Okay, so, and that took some practice to get used to doing, but, and so you can practice over the couch, or like I always had somebody help me, and Scott even now will help me, and sometimes, like I got it on perfect that time, but sometimes you'll feel like it's not up on the baby's back all the way. So let me see if I can do it with Jacob, because he took Scott already. But sometimes it'll kind of get hung up on their bum, and you have to kind of wiggle it up, if that makes sense. Especially like a big diaper butt, it can get stuck like right here, and so you reach back and pull it up on their back. I think it's always best to have somebody with you as you're getting used to it, so that they can help you get the baby on your back, and they can help you make sure that it's pulled up all the way. But once you get used to it, it's pretty easy. I mean, Sadie's the fourth baby yes, I've got Jacob. Yeah, you missed the real baby, Billy. I have my real baby here a minute ago. But, so, where was I? Oh yeah, so practice. It takes practice, and I think it's a good idea to have somebody there with you and to practice like where you're right next to the bed or right next to a couch or something. But basically, once you've practiced it a lot, it gets pretty easy to do. So that's why we picked an Ergo again, and I love my Ergo. It makes my life so much easier. I actually have recorded a couple scopes with Sadie asleep on my back in the Ergo. But that was a quick demonstration of it, and I love being able to put a little one on my back. And some of them have different tolerances. Like Galen, the first baby that I used the Ergo with, I could actually sit and type out articles for natural birth and baby care with him on my back, and he would just be as happy as a lark. I haven't had any others that really like sitting in the carrier that much. They want me to be up and moving. And if you have a baby, that's another good tip. If you have a baby that you're just starting to do baby wearing with and they seem fussy, get them in the carrier and immediately take a walk or something like that to get moving, because often the moving will soothe them. Okay, we're going to start to wrap up now. I do want to remind you that we are working on celebrating the 10th anniversary of naturalbirthandbabycare.com. So it's actually going to be next week on the 26th, which happens to coincide with Thanksgiving here in the United States. But a baby carrier is essential if you've got more than one. But Natural Birth and Baby Care's 10th anniversary coincides with the 26th next week, so we are just kind of celebrating every day leading up to that point. I'm highlighting special things on the site, different things, different resources that I have for moms and dads and for bringing up baby and for having a healthy pregnancy and a healthy birth. And we're also having a 40% off sale in the shop. 10% of everything that I sell this week is going to Every Mother Counts, which is an amazing organization that's truly working worldwide to help improve to help improve outcomes for childbearing women. They have projects going on in the United States, projects going on worldwide. I haven't seen any other organization that truly has such an amazing worldwide focus, so we're supporting them. Hi everybody in Russia. So remember, 10% of all purchases in the shop during the anniversary sale are going to go to support Every Mother Counts. Yeah, Grover is always popular. I think I'm more popular on Periscope when I wear this shirt than any other day. Okay, maybe the only day that eclipsed Grover's popularity was the day that I really stupidly decided to put something about dates in my subject line on Periscope. Anyways, okay, so I'm Kristen. You can head over to naturalbirthandbabycare.com to get in on all the anniversary fun. And then also, if you want to go over to naturalbirthandbabycare.com/scope, I'll put some information about the Ergo carrier on there. And tomorrow I will be back at 1 p.m. We're going to do open Q&A again tomorrow. We did it last Friday and it was really a lot of fun, so we're going to do that tomorrow. I will see you there, and I hope that you have a blessed day. I do have an Instagram. I don't post there very, very frequently, and I think it's Birth Baby Care as well as just like this Billy, so you can check that out. I'm not 100% positive because I'm not good at posting there, but I do have an Instagram account for the website. Okay, so I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a great day today.